What's up guys, welcome back to the episode of Chemical Guys Detail Garage. Today in this video I'll be showing you guys how to bring back your interior to look how it looked once you drove off your car off the lot. Using these 4 easy steps that I'll be showing you guys today in this video will bring back your shine on the interior ride as well as protection. Step number 1 on this key Optima is going to remove all large items such as protein shakes, gym bags, any large items I want to remove away from the vehicle, including floor mats. So like this, I know exactly what I'm working with. Anyways guys, I'll meet you guys back on the interior of this Kia Optima. Alright guys, so now that we're done with step number 1, which is removing all the large items away from the interior of the ride. That is just because large items actually can cause foul scent on your interior ride. It also makes it look messy, such as gym bags. I mean, you go to the gym, you're sweaty, now you sit on your fabric seats, now your sweat's inside your fabric, and then, or it might be just in your gym bag, and that can also cause a foul odor. Same thing as having food around, water bottles, any large items are causing a clutter inside your car. So that is why we want to remove everything away from the car so we know exactly what we're working with. To start off with, the floor mats are out, we have carpet, we have fabric, we have plastic, we have a steering wheel, of course. So how do we actually clean this up? Where do you start? So we're gonna be making it very simple in this video on how to properly clean your car. Because whenever you get to a certain point in life, or whenever you get a certain point on your interior, such as being super dirty, you don't know where to start. You start thinking about, do I need a dressing? Do I need a cleaner? What cleaner do I use? What cleaner works best for my interior? So today in this video, we'll make it as simple as possible so you could restore any interior ride at any given time. So the choice of product today for the interior is going to be Total Interior. Total Interior is a cleaner and protectant for your interior ride. That means it cleans up everything, such as light grime on fabric. If you do have stubborn stains, such as these fabric seats, I recommend going with a fabric cleaner, such as Lightning Fast. That'll be step number 2, and then obviously we'll be moving on to the steps. But to start off with, we're gonna start off from the top to bottom. So the top to bottom is going to be the dashboard. We're gonna be taking care of everything, and we'll be making our way to the back of the car. So as you guys can see, we have a dashboard. This dashboard, it looks a little bit dry. It does have a little bit of dust on it. Same thing on the steering wheel. Of course, the steering wheel is the most touched part on this car because you're obviously driving it and you might have lotion on your hands, body oil as you touch your steering wheel. So you guys can see how much buildup there's actually is on this steering wheel, and it's also sticky. So that's why whenever you clean any type of interior, such as it's super dirty, light, if it's not yours, wear some gloves. All right, so step number 1 is going to be clean up everything using Total Interior. I also have my blue Workhorse microfiber towels. And of course, if you do have a tag on your towel, just simply rip it right off. I'll put this right here just so I won't make any more mess. I'll refold it in 4s. You always want to fold it in 4s just so you have more areas to work with, such as 8 different sides. Of course, if you fold it properly, 1 side, 2 side, you flip it, and vice versa, right? So we'll get our Total Interior. Now, how do you actually use Total Interior? Total Interior can be used 2 different ways, but a quick pro tip for you guys, I recommend using it this way, is spray it directly onto your towel. The reason why you want to spray it directly onto your towel is because you want to prevent overspray, because there's a lot of nooks and crannies, of course, buttons and everything. You don't want to get that into those intricate areas because then you might have to blow them out, and that's an extra step on your interior. So just get your Total Interior, your desired microfiber towel, 1, 2, 3. If you need more, apply more. But what I like to do is I like to give it 3 sprays. Start off with those 3 sprays. If I need more, of course, I'll apply more. So Total Interior, like I told you guys, it works on everything. Navigation screens, vinyl, rubber, plastic, as well as leather surfaces, and even fabric, and even non-tinted windows. So just by wiping it down, you guys can see all that dirt, grime, debris that is coming off of the dashboard onto this microfiber towel. Now imagine if you're driving and you have your AC on, you have all this dust going into your nasal, and then over that, all over time, you might start sneezing. So just keep your interior clean like this. You have a nice interior, you remember exactly how you got off the lot, and like this, you take care of one of the most expensive investments you ever do in your life, which is your interior car, of course, or overall your entire car. So we already cleaned up the dashboard. That's how fast and easy it is. And Total Interior is a great cleaner for anybody that does not like shine whatsoever. Shine, if you do not like shine on your interior, Total Interior does a wonderful job at just cleaning it and restoring it to how it once looked. After cleaning it with one side, I'm not even going to go into buff it because you don't really need to buff off any residue because it leaves no residue whatsoever. But I'll flip it over to a clean side just because I still have this, the stereo to do, the control panels, the shift knob, the steering wheel, and much more. So I don't want to be rubbing the stain, grime, and debris all over it. So I'll get a little bit more. And then I'll go to the navigation screen. And like this is how easy it is to just clean and maintain your interior. By cleaning and maintaining your interior over time, like this, you won't be lost and you know exactly what it takes to clean your interior. The more you keep up with it, the easier it will be for you to clean up your interior. So I'm just wiping down all the control panels. Of course, you do have body oils whenever you turn on the AC, so you'll see a lot of dirt, grime, debris coming off of those buttons onto your microfiber towel. You always want to constantly inspect your microfiber towel, especially if you're dealing with delicate areas such as navigation screens. You want to avoid cross-contamination going from your towel onto your navigation screen, so like this you have a true scratch-free navigation screen. So if you need to fold it again, don't worry. You flip it over to the other side, inspect it. Now we have a clean side, and you continue to clean this whole entire interior. So respray it. Go to the steering wheel and just clean off the control stalks. But right now, when we get into the nitty-gritty parts, such as this steering wheel, I actually want you guys to come close so I could actually put a tape line and you guys can see how a steering wheel is supposed to look when it comes off the lot compared to how a steering wheel gets whenever you start driving it. Of course, you'll daily drive it, you have oil on your hand, you might eat and then you touch your steering wheels. So anyways, guys, I'll wait for you guys to come over here, and once you guys are over here, I'll put a tape down the middle so I can show you guys a quick before and after how a steering wheel looks when it drives off the lot compared to how a steering wheel looks whenever you neglect your car. I'll meet you guys here. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, this steering wheel has seen better days. I mean, there's a lot of built up gunk under here. I'm pretty sure the owner, whenever he does his U-turns or he turns around, he always grabs the steering wheels because he has tons of grime and debris sitting on there. So I already have my tape. All I'll do is just lay it down as firmly as I can, just like this. I could get a perfect 50-50. If it's not straight, I apologize. I'm not perfect, but we'll be cleaning up this side and then we'll leave this side dirty. So lay it flat, and then I'll grab my microfiber towel. There's two different ways you could do this. One, you could use an all-purpose cleaner, but in this occasion, I'm just gonna be using Total Interior, just like I show you guys the cleaning power it has. Spray some onto a little edge. I'll put my finger underneath so I could actually get more traction whenever I'm using it. So I'll just be rubbing it back and forth. And like this, I'm going to be getting a true clean. But now, if you're the type of person that maintains their interior constantly wipes it down, you won't be going through this situation. This is just for anybody that has not cleaned their steering wheels in a long time. So I'll just rub it back and forth. And after that, I can show you guys how dirty that steering wheel actually is. So all of that is just built up gunk, grime, debris, body oils that's just sitting on your hands over time, and you don't really realize it because you don't think about it. But just by using Total Interior, you can restore your whole interior, so you could actually have an interior. And like this, whenever you resell your car, if you do decide to resell your car, you get the most value because 99% of the time you're actually on the interior ride. So why not take care of it, keep it clean, keep it protected. So like this, if you were to resell it, or if you just keep it for the rest of your life, you have a nice interior. You guys can see how much dirt and grime debris is coming off of it. After that, just buff off the residue. I'll get my blue tape, I'll remove it, and you guys can see the big before and after. I mean, this side is now clean, is no longer sticky, compared to this side has body oil sitting all over the steering wheel. If your steering wheel looks like this, what I recommend you do is clean it as fast as possible, because over time, this starts deteriorating, and then unfortunately, that is just permanent damage. You will have to get it redone, reupholstered, or just replace the whole entire steering wheel. But anyways, guys, let me finish cleaning up the whole entire interior, such as door panels, steering wheels, control stalks, buttons, and much more. And then we'll get back to you guys with step number 2, which is using tire kicker all over the dashboard to rejuvenate the plastics. All right, guys, so we just finished cleaning up the whole entire interior from the dashboard, navigation screen, steering wheel, and even much more, even the control stocks. And now the interior looks amazing. But now we're moving on to step number 2, and this is going to be for anybody that has a car that has no type of tints whatsoever. They daily drive it, they let it sit in a parking lot for 8 hours plus. You always want to rejuvenate it with some type of dressing over time, because you need to think about it. Your vinyl, your plastic, even your leather, you got to treat it like your skin. You constantly need to be moisturizing it, so like this, it won't crack or fade over time. So today, the dressing I'll be using is going to be Tire Kicker. Tire Kicker is a water-based dressing that can be used on vinyl, rubber, and plastic pieces on the interior and exterior of your vehicle. Now, if you do live in a certain area where it rains a lot, I recommend you keeping your water-based dressing on the inside, oil-based on the outside. But here in California, we hardly get rain, so the water-based dressing can work amazing on the outside as well as the inside. All you need to do is just get a premium microfiber applicator, shake up the formula to get it properly mixed. You go to your applicator and give it a couple spritz. So now that you have a couple sprays onto your microfiber applicator, I'm gonna just try to give you guys a 50-50, just so I can show you guys what a treated dashboard looks like compared to a dashboard that has not been treated. Now this dashboard is immediately soaking in all the dressing, because like I told you guys, this dashboard hasn't had any type of dressing whatsoever. So if you need more, feel free to apply more, because over time it's better to have a rejuvenated dashboard instead of dashboard that's completely dry, because whenever you try to rejuvenate it in the long run, it's just going to soak it in and it's not going to look how you once had it off the lot. So just by applying 2 coats of Tire Kicker, you guys can see a big difference. This side is much more darker. Of course, it is dry to a touch because Chemical Guys water-based formulas are completely dry to a touch. Compared to this side, it's just dry. So if you keep having a dashboard that just like this, that's just completely dry, if you let it sit outside, unfortunately, it might crack or fade or even discolor over time. So just prevent that by using like Tire Kicker or water-based dressing. Chemical Guys does a phenomenal job at having many different types of dressing so you can control the level of shine you actually want. So Tire Kicker is just like right in the middle. It's one of my favorite dressings to use on the interior. If you like to use something that has more shine, then you can use like G6 Hypercoat. You go pop it up right here, check out the link down below, and like that you can enhance more shine, more reflection to the interior ride. So just apply it on and just rub it onto the vinyl, and like that you rejuvenate your whole entire interior. So taking this extra step is going to allow you to relive that moment whenever you drove your car off the lot. So you can have a super restored interior, and like this, whenever you pick up anybody, you always know you're that type of guy that keeps their interior clean. So let me just keep dressing up the whole entire vinyl, rubber, and plastic pieces around the whole entire interior. Once I'm truly done with that, then we're gonna be moving on to step number 3, which is going to be trying to get rid of these stains on these seats, because these stains, they look super embedded, and we'll be pairing up using our drill, using our spinner drill brush, which is the light gray one for light fabric, and of course, lightning fast, because we want to remove these stains. All right guys, so we're now done with step number 1, 2, and 3. Now we're moving on to step number 4, which is going to be cleaning up your fabric seats, so you can get rid of the stubborn grime, debris, odor away from your fabric surfaces. So like this, your interior looks phenomenal. But I personally don't know how long these stains have actually been on this car, so we're gonna do our best to bring it back. Unfortunately, there's gonna be sun damage, such as right here. That's not coming back. That is completely done. That is completely sun damage. You have to reupholster your seats to get that taken off. So we're gonna be doing our best to restore it today using lightning fast stain extractor, using our drill attachment brush, which is the gray one, which is the super light one. I'm going with the light one because this fabric actually has a design on it, and I don't know how delicate it is, so I like to start off very soft and then move my way up just in case, because fabric surfaces can be looking a little bit much more rougher, and then you might go too rough. So always prevent that. Start light, move up higher if you need to. So you guys can see this stubborn stain and grime is already on here. So just to start off with, we're actually just gonna be getting a dry microfiber towel, and this is why I leave vacuum to the last part of this detail, because all of this dirt and grime, of course, is going to land back off onto the floor. So you could just get a clean microfiber towel that is just completely dry, just to remove all the gunk away from the seat, or you could just vacuum it. But if you don't want to vacuum, just knock it off onto the floor. So like this, whenever you finish off this detail, you could just get your shop vacuum and clean it up fast and easy using a vacuum, of course. So I'll get my lightning fast. I'll spray directly onto the stain. I'll actually let it dwell on there. I'll get my spinner drill brush, spray some on there as well. Put my bottle off right there, and then I'll just work it in back and forth and let the product actually do the whole entire job. And of course, the spinner drill brush is going to be a big need in this occasion. If you do not have a drill attachment, of course you can still use a nifty brush just to scrub it out by hand, but save time, save elbow grease using the spinner drill brush. All right, so we just finished working that in. Let me just get a clean microfiber towel just to buff off the residue. And you always want to be buffing off the residue just to be inspecting your work. And I mean, check that out. All of that dirt, grime, debris is still sitting on there, so that's why we always recommend getting a microfiber towel just to buff off the residue. But the stain is no longer there. The stain is completely gone. All the grime is already on your microfiber towel. So now it's just time for me to finish up the whole entire seat, and then I'll show you guys the results after. That's how fast and easy it is to remove stains from fabric seats. Just pair it up with lightning fast, a drill attachment brush, or the nifty brush, and like that, you get amazing results in a short period of time. Now back to cleaning. All right, guys, so we're just done cleaning up this fabric seat, and the results are phenomenal. I mean, using the drill attachment brush, lightning fast, it helped me out at removing all the stains. The seat now looks clean. Unfortunately, this is like gum texture, so unfortunately that can't come out, so we won't take care of that. Of course, we still have more seats to work on around the whole entire car, and that's how easy it is to clean up your fabric seats and clean up your interior. Now we're moving on to step number 4, which is going to be just vacuum up the whole entire carpet, get it back clean, and then we'll show you guys the results after. But before I get to that, I have 3 more seats. 1, 2, 3, 4 more seats to clean, and then we'll do the vacuum, of course. There you guys have it. That's how fast and simple it is to clean out your interior ride. Make it look like factory new using 3 different types of products, such as Total Interior, Tire Kicker, and Lightning Fast. If you guys want to pick up any of these products today that I use in today's video, as always, you guys can hop onto my website at chemicalguys.com, or you can make your drive down to your local detail garage. I recommend you do so. It has over 400 Chemical Guys SKUs on the shelf. And as always, thank you for sharing passion with Chemical Guys.